people on the internet. I am in a place called Gila Bend, Arizona, for those of you who've never been here before. It's pretty flat. That's a big truck full of tires. And it's kind of hot. Anyway, I'm driving to Vegas right now in a truck that doesn't belong to me, towing a trailer that also doesn't belong to me. I borrowed them. Inside the trailer is my 1983 Audi Quattro. If you're new and you like to get caught up on that car, up above my head is not a playlist to the Quattro, rather a video on why rocks are not edible in survival situations. The only thing that will pop if you put these in your mouth is your teeth. Oh, that's pretty. I think this is a Texas mountain laurel. This is the type of tree, maybe. How does the load look, Pilot Charlie?
It's bueno.
I loaded up the car in the trailer yesterday afternoon. Can't say why I'm taking it to Vegas just yet, but you will know soon. It's pretty difficult to eat healthy on a road trip, but I managed to find these little spicy pickle bites. It says they're made of non-GMO cucumbers. This is the best part about driving to Vegas from Arizona, is all the Joshua trees that you pass in this one stretch of the road after Wickenburg. This hill that we're on just keeps going and going. It's probably like 10 miles long of just a constant uphill grade. It's got like a roller coaster hump in the middle of it. Hey, look at that, geology class. So this little gem of a town is called Wickiup. That right there, that's the town's post office. The land itself out there is absolutely gorgeous though. I got another thing of pickles. To rinse those pickles down, I got some Liquid Death. Bury It Alive. I haven't tried this flavor yet. It's just water in case you were wondering, but it's flavored sparkling water. Look, it's a truck and trailer carrying a trailer that's carrying a trailer. We're about to cross the Doover Ham. Neck. We're in a Ram mega cab with an 8-foot bed hauling a 24-foot trailer. We're gonna go up to the valet. Somebody valet parked their welding rig. So we got the truck parked at the hotel, and this right here, inside this bag, is something I've been needing for this car since I first bought it. They're OEM center caps for my Ronal wheels. Pretty tight squeeze getting inside here. Haha! There's one. I gotta make sure the Audi logo is lined up with the center cap. Ow, my ass is burning. It's just so hot in here. Most people come to Vegas to gamble. What do? I come to sit in a hot trailer and stick center caps on my car. The whole trailer is shaking. I'll throw off here. Medulla oblongata. Hello, it's the next day. I gotta try to get this trailer and truck out of this parking spot so we can go get breakfast. Maybe I'm weird, but my favorite part about Vegas every time I come here is everything away from the strip. Well, well, well. Are you a TSI? Haven't seen a Talon in a while. This road's called Craig. Nellis. Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Whoa, they got fake people in the bleachers over there. Nellis Dunes, off-highway vehicle recreation area. This is awesome. It is absolute, just desolate dirt and trash out here. The trash part's not awesome, but wow. Yep, this is what I call a perfect Vegas trip. getting away from the city and checking out the natural landscape. The city's way off in the distance over there underneath all the smog, and Nellis Air Force Base is between here and there. And then it's so crazy looking out here. It's like the surface of Mars. Vegetation! Weird. I wonder what kind of plant this is. All right, back in this big stinky tow rig. For those of you that know Audis, obviously watching this video, there's probably some Audi enthusiasts. I'm stopping by IROS Motorsports, which is in Vegas. This car is a tad fast, just a tad fast.
So, and then it's just got the 07K swap in it.
Oh, geez.
I think I made like 920 of the wheels, so it's a pretty fun car.
That's all of the horsepower.
It's kind of fun, like the car's so old and flexy that like when you're doing a pull on the dyno, you like can't open the doors because the chassis is just like...
Are you serious?
Yeah. Wanted it because it starts getting to where you can't keep the front end of these cars down. Like there's so much power, so much weight in the back, so the move to get everything forward is pretty important. So with a full-size radiator, we can start putting turbos in where the side blades used to be. We can just shift all the way forward.
So the radiators from the factory are where the side blades are?
Yeah, so like where the side blades are, where the radiators are. But on the GT4, because they have a full-size front radiator, they just have oil coolers for the transmission and the oil in there.
So Hank is letting me drive his brand new Audi RS3 that he got to do some research and development on to make parts with. And yeah, he just threw me the keys. Whoa, look at these daytimers. That's wild. This is not a car view by any means, but I gotta do a bolstering check. Good bolster. Approved. Are they heated? Ventilated? Oh yeah, heated seats. I definitely don't want to put these things on. All the angular shapes of everything, the door handles and this handle down here. Like there's just lots of pleasant geometry happening in this car. I love the gauge layout in here and the infotainment system. It looks really nice, the way the interior is done on this car. This is very VWE feeling, the plastic down here. I love the little classic Quattro badge. This is an interesting material, it's really zippy. Spun the front wheels a little bit. Even stock, this thing sounds amazing. All right, launch control. Brake. Gas. Go. Yeah, this thing's fucking fast. That's good. You can definitely feel the torque management on the launch though. You feel it like slip a little bit, so it's not so much of a shock load on the drivetrain. But also feel like it's putting the maximum amount of power down to the ground at the same time. So the real question is, which one would you rather have? Original URQ or a new RS3? I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'd rather take the original URQ, but I do like this. It does not feel like a Haldex-based system anymore, because well, I mean it's not, but it doesn't feel like a front-wheel drive biased car. It is now nighttime. Magic. I changed my clothes because I sweat through my other ones. It was not a pleasant smell at all. Check this out. It's a little miniature classic Audi meet we got going on here. So this gem right here has an AAN swap, and it's, I think he said it was like 6 something to the wheels. This car is absolutely wild. It is so immaculate and clean too. I thought these were the same wheels I had on my TT at first, but they're not. They're just slightly different. It looks like the same Fat 5. It's got the Porsche brakes in the rear as well. And this is the factory color. He repainted it himself, but it's the original color. He's had the car since 2004 when he was 16. I like his custom headlight retrofit. That's pretty rad. So this is also an 83, and fun fact, he bought this car almost the exact same time I bought mine. This was for sale in Arizona, and I remember seeing it listed. It's really pretty though. I love this blue. It's been repainted, but it's such a pretty color. You saw this car earlier. Hank has his on a trailer, just hanging out doing some Audi things. You guys will soon enough find out why this all happened, but it was pretty neat getting to see these other cars. That thing is so rowdy. The sedan's got to get some love. Listen how rowdy this thing sounds. Decided to stop at the Dover Ham before we started heading back. Penguin is holding down the fort. Good job, buddy. Traveling Penguin. I really wanted to drive this thing here, but I still don't have air conditioning in it. I have the parts to put the factory air back in it, but it's just not hooked up. And Tucson to Vegas with no AC would just be miserable. Last time I was here was about 5 years ago, and yeah, it's definitely noticeably dropped in water level in 5 years. That's for sure. It was crazy seeing the rings where the water used to be. I think down there on the road, the boat ramp, there's little signs that show the water level at different year intervals. There's a little cave, like a mountain bike trail down here, and some birds. The parking lot was empty when we first got up there, but it started filling rapidly, so we don't want to be those people with a huge trailer taking up parking spaces. Super, super pretty. It's a truck, towing a truck, towing a truck, towing a truck. Had to make a quick pit stop in Kingman, Arizona to see Route 66. And of course, I had to stop and get a hot pickle. You're not doing road trips correctly if you don't eat hot pickles on them. My ass is completely drenched in hot pickle juice. We have like 4.5 hours of drive left and my ass is drenched in spicy pickle liquid. Luckily, I didn't hardly get any on the seat. It's all in my ass. That's what somebody said. Nothing like changing on the side of the interstate and showing your ass to the world covered in pickle juice. It smells like hot frog sex in here now. Carefully. This out of there. Yes, it's the next day to the shop. No more vloggy nonsense. For the next few videos, I have serious work to put in on this Beetle because I am going to get this thing painted within the next week. This tape is really on there. I need to get it off so I can mount the hood back on the cart. I can body work it all at once. That trip was a ton of fun, but more importantly, it gave my body a break from constantly working. So I'm kind of refreshed and ready to tackle this project, get the rest of this project knocked out. That right there is why a cheap paint job is never a good thing. I know a lot of you are gonna have a ton of questions and are probably kind of confused about the point of this trip, but just be patient and in time, I will tell you and let you know everything and it will be worth it. Can I do this by myself? I'm dumb. Oh, jeez. I'm very grateful to have had a truck available to borrow and a trailer available to borrow, but that is something I need to invest in the future. It doesn't have to be a new truck, I can't afford a new truck, but maybe just like a cheap used diesel truck to tow stuff with. Oh geez. There you go. That'll be easier to block it out. Can't use the Bronco because it only tows 3,500 pounds. And when I went to pick up the parts ranger in New Mexico, we used Charlie's F-150, that tore up the transmission in it because it's got 250,000 miles on it, plus over 250,000 miles. The next videos you guys see are gonna be on this right here. I'm gonna try to get this thing in paint within a week. Shout out to Hank at iRoz Motorsports for letting me drive his car. That was really awesome of him and letting me tour around his projects and stuff. And it was awesome getting to meet some really cool other classic Audi owners. And I don't know, it was a fun trip. So hope you guys enjoyed this little light break of work. And I promise you I'm getting back to the real stuff here soon. So I'll see you soon with another video. Bye.